Good morning and welcome back to Brother Main Sudoku. I am Theta and I do hope that you are waking up upbeat, or whatever time of the day you are watching this, that you're remaining upbeat, that you're tackling the day's endeavors and remaining positive, that you're remaining blessed in your mind, soul, spirit, and body. So I speak that love, that light, and that positivity into every area of your life today before we get into the Sudoku puzzle. But let's go ahead and jump right in. So this being one of the preliminary videos, I will go ahead and say that it's going to be for the first three maybe of each difficulty that I explain what a Sudoku puzzle is, because I don't want to get redundant and things like that. After a while, you'll know, especially if you're absolutely new, you'll know what a Sudoku puzzle is and how it's solved. But this being one of the preliminary videos, I am going to go ahead and do that right now. So a Sudoku puzzle, is a numbers-oriented puzzle. So it's a completely numerical puzzle, unless you get into things like the giant puzzles that introduce the alphabet letters, but I'll explain that a bit later. But your typical Sudoku puzzle is a numbers-oriented puzzle, where in which you get these 3x3 squares separated by the dartboard line that you're seeing here. And in each of the 3x3 squares, what you're going to want to do is put the numbers 1 through 9 without repeating. Now you also have simultaneous constraints concerning the rows and columns. You're also going to want to, put 1 through 9 without repeating for then the entire puzzle, not repeating anywhere. So you just have those three constraints, and it might seem a little daunting at first. Maybe if you are seasoned and you know about Sudoku puzzles, this looks fairly easy if you're just eyeballing it. But if you're absolutely new, it might look a little daunting when you get, like this looks like 6 boxes here missing, right? So you might see, how do you solve that? But we're going to explain some strategy as we go through with this medium puzzle, and I'll show you that it's actually not too hard. But before I do that, I want to explain that this is the Sudoku app offered on the Google Play Store for sure. I know that because I'm an Android user. That's what I'm using currently. It is by Beetle Studio. It has a 4.5 rating, 50 million plus downloads, and a lot of features that I particularly like. I will go ahead and say that if you are looking for a different experience with a different kind of software, no problem with that. I will actually suggest that you hop over to Shark Cookie. Her name is Shark Cookie. Her YouTube channel. She uses a different kind of software, because what you'll find with this one is that it actually tells you. It'll highlight when you put an incorrect digit in a box for a solution. So if you're looking for one that doesn't do that, which is going to be more similar to your paper Sudoku, your typical Sudoku experience, hop over to Sharp Cookie. And I believe in the description for her videos, she has links to where with the app that she is using. Now, I feel like you can find this one also on the iOS store, as well as the one that she's using on the iOS store. So that's for you Apple users and things like that. Of course, you can use it on mobile and things like that. And I'll go ahead and explain that, as well as we take a look in the right-hand corner here. This is going to give you the full array of settings, full array. So you get the audio effect if you like the nice click when you're clicking on a box, or getting that solution. Vibration, again, if you're on mobile. Notification if you like the social things, and getting updates for every day, puzzle of the day and things like that. The timer, which for the sake of this channel I kind of disregard, but I do use it for just curiosity's sake, just keep a track of how long it's taking me to solve a specific kind of puzzle on a particularly difficulty. One of the main features I take a look at here is the mistakes limit. Now, typically with this app, you lose the game, because again, it will highlight when you make a mistake. If you have this toggled on, you lose the game at 3 or more mistakes. So it's not really losing, where it is you can't absolutely solve the puzzle. For the price of a 30-second commercial, you're able to jump back in there and get that satisfaction if you just want to complete it and see, and use that maybe as a reference point for your next puzzle, what mistakes you made and things like that. But I keep it toggled off, again, for the sake of this channel, not going to that 30-second commercial, as well as, what I like to do is just keep a track and use it as a preemptive, proactive thing of my mistakes that, in my head. I like to keep it below 2, especially this is a medium puzzle, so we're probably going to have no mistakes, unless I just carelessly, but I will go ahead and say, bear with me, because sometimes I move a little fast, especially on the medium puzzles, and it's no big, mistakes happen and things like that. We on the Brother Main Sudoku channel, maybe as opposed to other channels, we just play smart, not hard. If you're looking for that challenge, again, hop over to Sharp Cookie. She also does other brain puzzles as well. So I just do Sudoku. She also does an array of brain puzzles, everything to keep your mind sharp. Check her out again, and if you're looking for those sort of things. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right in here and solve this puzzle. Now, the main thing that you're going to want to do is called cross hatching. And I'm going to look for a good example here that I can show you of cross hatching, where that's going to really help us out. So let me see if I can find one here that is going to see if anything jumps out. Okay, right. So the 4 in this 3x3 box here, if you notice cross hatching, again, we cannot repeat. So if we're seeing a 4 in this row, we cannot have a 4 in this row. We cannot have a 4 in this row because the 4 is already here. We cannot have another 4, excuse me. The 4 is already here, so we can't have another 4. So we're just going to cross hatch. Again, we see this 4 here, hatch, and hatch to place the 4 here in the middle. That's going to be correct. You see how that works? Hopefully you're able to follow along. You know, if you guys are absolutely new, again, welcome, and show that. But again, the 4 crossed, hatched to place the 4 in the middle. And you'll have a lot of examples. Again, cross hatching is one of the main things, main strategies you want to do. This popped out to me before that. I just wanted to save that for maybe the second thing we do, though. There's only one missing here, and you'll get situations like that too. Take everything you can get, man. Amen. Everything's for the taking. Okay, so just take whatever you can get. This middle box right here is a 5. Hey, go ahead and take that. Don't feel bad about that. That's a great thing. You know, nice and easy. And we're just gonna hit this next 5 right here. We see we crossed, hatched again, place the 5 in this top left corner. Awesome. Every little bit counts, and we're going to continue, and we're going to spin. Oh, we do something on this channel called spinning the block. These are blocks, right? So we spin the blocks. It's a nice, safe application, you know, of spinning blocks, because there's a lot of violent, you know, it's typically a violent, you know, application. So we like to spin the block here and have fun on the Brother Main Sudoku. So we're going to spin, and we're going to hit this 5. We see this 5. That's a dead man. Okay, we hit that. He's a goner. All right, and we just hit that, and then that's a nice 5. So let's see if we can continue on that spin. Hit this next one. Looks like we cross hatch here to place the 5 in this box, and hopefully you're definitely able to follow along. Now, we are missing only 2 things from this box, and this would be process of elimination. This would be your next strategy. So we're missing 2 things from this row, excuse me. It's going to be the 9 and the 3. Well, we see the 9 is already placed in this 3x3 box, so the only way, and then the 3 here. So it's kind of a vice versa situation, and I'll explain that as well as we get more of those. But this 9 is already here, so this has to then be the 3, and then vice versa. We're just going to hit the 9 right here. Awesome. Right, which leaves only 2. This is the next place I would jump, and that's going to be another strategy. So hopefully I'm not going too fast. You're able to lock on. I'll reiterate: cross hatching, then your process of elimination, anywhere where you have just 1 box missing, but then knowing where to jump where you know you don't have too many boxes missing, right, would be a logical place to jump. So we only have 2 left here. It's going to be the 8 and the 2. Can't really do much with that, so we just got to leave it blank as it is for the moment. But here's what I will do. I'll jump down here to where I have like only maybe then 4 boxes missing, and I have, you know, maybe 2 and 1 3x3 square. Can I go ahead and eliminate that? I know the 4, that's what jumps out to me here. The 4 eliminates these 2 boxes for a possible 4 in this row. And then I have the 4 in this row, so then this then definitely has to be the 4. Let's stay in this region with the 3x3 box here. We're going to be missing the 2. It looks like the 3. We can stop there. The 2 cross hatches to place the 2 right here. Awesome. Then we're just missing the 3 and the 7. Can't really do much with that. But let's jump up to this top row right here. We got the 3. Looks like the 6 in this 3x3 box is going to eliminate these 2 boxes and place your 6 right here. Then you're only missing the 3, which the 3 cross hatches to isolate the 3 right there. And then the only thing missing is this 9. You get this beautiful animation. Another thing from this app that I really like is this beautiful animation that you're going to see when you complete rows, columns, and then, for instance, this right here is only missing the 1. It gives me that animation right there in the bottom 3x3 square. Beautiful little animation, you know, just liven up the experience even more. So we're going to be missing 2 more boxes here in this middle row. It's going to be the 3 and the, looks like the 3 and the 6. We're just going to do a little, well, no, the 3 and, excuse me. And that's going to be one thing that you're going to want to pay attention to, because look, the 6 cross hatches here. So if you're thinking it's between the 3 and the 6 right here, it's one where you're going to want to slow down and make sure you know what you're missing here, because you just for completion, for satisfaction's sake, you don't want to make that mistake. So the 9 is here instead. That's missing from this row. We're going to just place the 9 here. It's going to go vice versa. So we're going to get the animation for both the row and the 3x3 square. Beautiful thing. Let's then complete this row here with the only thing missing as the 1. right? And then if we stay in this 3x3 box, can we crosshatch anywhere? Maybe pause the video and see what you would do here. All right, and we're back. So what I would do would definitely be to crosshatch this 2, right? That 2 gives me the nice isolation here in the corner, right? That 7 then is isolated here, and we can go one of 2 ways. Where we finish out this row or finish out this box. Let's just finish out this box if we can. We're going to be missing the 9, which of course is going to go here, and this is a vice versa kind of situation where we put the 3 right there. Awesome. Now you can just, complete out these with the 2 missing here. The 2 missing here is going to be the 3. Of course, that can't go here. The 3 on this left side, 3, and the 5. So we're just going to place the 3 here because the 5 cross hatches. Place the 5 here. Now it's a simultaneous situation where you're missing 2 from this row as well as this 3x3 box. It's going to be the same digits. That's going to come into play when you have the later puzzles, the more difficult puzzles. What you're going to see is that this is a 2 pair. And what I mean here is it's the same 2 that's missing from this 3x3 column as well as this 3x3 box. It has to be the same two digits. That's going to be 1 and 8. Can't really do much here with that. So let's just jump up here and see if anything resolved in this area. It's going to be the 8 and the 9, I believe. 8 and 9, nothing resolved here. Not a problem. We're going to then jump maybe to this row right here because I see the 1. The 1 is missing, and the 1, of course, is eliminated here because of this one, and then in this row, so the 1 is of course here, which leaves only 2 in this row now. That's going to be the 4, which then is a vice versa situation where you have the 4 and the 8. Awesome. Leaving only 2 in this 3x3 square. Then you see, just by using those strategies, we're able to relatively, it's going a little slower. I almost said 11 minutes. It's going a little slower just because I'm taking time to explain things and stuff like that. But you see that regardless of the time, again, it's just by using strategy, you're able to solve this. Again, that's for you guys who are absolutely new. It's not as daunting as it seems, especially on a medium puzzle. So this is going to be 2 and 8 that are missing here. Can't really do much with that. So you just work your way around, and then that's going to be something that you're going to want to definitely get used to, is working your way around. Sometimes you lose momentum. It's not a big deal. You lose momentum and you just got to work your way around. Okay, so it looks like the 2 resolved here to be the 2. We're missing then just 2 digits here. It's going to be the 1 and the 7. Can't do much here. We're going to see then is the 7 and the 8. And hopefully you're picking up on a lot of situations where it's just between maybe 1 or 2 or 3 digits. That's going to happen as well. Again, we're missing the 8, and from this row is going to be the 8 and the 2. Just make sure. So it's going to be vice versa 2, and then both of these 3x3 boxes then resolve to be then the 8 here and the 7 here. Awesome. So we're almost done. And the last thing I will say, the last feature is the autocomplete. And it's a beautiful feature too, where it just says, the computer just says that you've solved enough of the boxes to go ahead and knock out the rest. So as we've come to the end of this puzzle here, and I do hope you enjoyed it, what you're going to see pop up is the autocomplete, which you can toggle off or toggle on. If you want to complete all of the boxes yourself manually, hey, that's your prerogative. But I like to keep it toggled on, and things like that. So it really doesn't hinder anything from completing the puzzle. So we're going to be looking at the 1 again, the 1 and the 8. We still can't do much there with that. We're looking again, a lot of same things missing. 1 looks like 2. Okay, we can go ahead and resolve the 2 here because of cross-hatching with these 2s. That means that we're just looking at the 1 and the 3, which then we get that resolve here, this resolution, and then that gives us 1 box here, which is going to then be our 8 that we were looking for earlier, and then that autocomplete pops up. So again, I hope you do enjoy these puzzles. Maybe this one, it might have been too easy for you guys to see. I definitely understand. And another thing is I offer no commentary. So if you're looking for that complete just ASMR experience, I do understand that as well, for you guys out there. And it's going to be on this same channel, Brother Main Sudoku, where I offer no commentary puzzles, just, some lively music on there at the beginning, and then just, solution and seeing the puzzle get solved. I will also go ahead and explain that I am a writer, I am an aspiring writer. So that's my main vocation. On my main channel, Brother Main 777, I do have an introductory video that explains my projects that I'm currently working on. The first of which is my screenwriting project called Brother Main, and the second of which is my main writing project, which is an academic text called The Method for Correctly Conducting the Conscious. Both of those projects will be explained in full detail on that video if you nip over there and take a look. Hopefully, like and subscribe, hit the like notifications and subscribe on this video as well if you can. Just hop in the comments, maybe with some strategy that you would employ differently, maybe some more what difficulty levels you would like to see solved more, and things like that. Or I'm still debating, this will be a question, I'll toss that to you guys. I'm still debating on whether or not I should do the giant puzzles. Now the giant puzzles, I'll go ahead and explain. They do the 4x4 grids instead of 3x3, and what it is 16 blocks where you have to do 8 letters and 8 numbers, not repeating. So pretty interesting stuff. It's a different kind of puzzle where you have the letters in there again as well, but it's like, I'm still debating, but if I see you guys, get in the comments like, hey, do some of those giant puzzles, let's just see some of those, then maybe I'll consider that, and because I take you guys definitely into consideration what you guys want to see and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, get the likes, notification, hit the subscribe button, and I will definitely see you in the next one.